All right, guys, welcome to another experiment. This one's one of my favorites. We are doing the fire tornado. I wish you guys were here to do it with me, but hopefully this is still fun and interesting for you. Now, for some safety features, because we are doing an experiment that does involve fire. You can see I am dressed as I need to be with gloves. I have things covering my body. I have eyewear on. We also have some water and a fire extinguisher next to me. Now we're also going to be using this ramekin to hold our fire. This is made to go in the oven. This is made to withstand extreme heats. And we also are putting it in a metal pan to hopefully not have so much heat that I damage my little table. We won't be doing it for super long, so we should be fine, but those are some things that we have in place. We also have this pot lid here. Now once we have the fire going to put it out, I will simply just put this over the top. That will cut off the oxygen, and as soon as the rest of the oxygen that is in the ramekin gets burned out, we'll have no more fire, because that oxygen is needed for this fire to burn. Okay, we are going to be using some rubbing alcohol for this. Now we're going to put it in the ramekin, we're going to light it on fire, and you'll see that there's just going to be a tiny little fire as this rubbing alcohol combines with the oxygen and they burn. Now once we're done with that, I will use these two halves of a plastic container. I cut the plastic container in half. As we put this on each side and move it in together, you'll see when we put it right next to each other, that flame will grow a little bit. As it's pulling air into the bottom, it's going to let that fire grow up a little bit taller. As we offset these so that it looks more like that, what's going to happen is we're going to get an influx of air that's going to come, curve around this side, and it's going to be doing the same thing on the other, creating a vortex in the middle, and that's what's going to give us our fire tornado. So let's get started. We're going to pour our rubbing alcohol inside. We don't need too much, but we want enough that we'll be able to do this for a minute. Okay, we're going to turn off the lights. Hopefully this will make it easier to see what's going on. All right, so right now you can see that we do have our flame going. Now as I put these together, like I said, you'll see it will get a little bit higher, and you can see it's already starting to make that vortex. So as we offset them, you can see the flames are spinning around. Now it's pulling air from each side, which is then spinning and creating that upward draft like we talked about previously. We're going to move these away just for a second so that they cool down, because they are plastic. Now you guys can see without that, the fire is just doing what fires normally do. It's taking oxygen in from all sides and it is burning upward. As that heat is causing those molecules to rise, they're going upward. Let's try again. Okay, so there's our vortex. Now if I spin these like this, it should change the direction of that vortex, which is really, really neat. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, it's going that direction, and let's switch the direction. There we go. You guys will also notice that the flames do get higher as we put these on, and that's because the fire is acting as a sort of vacuum to pull in that air from each side. And as it pulls in that air is coming in more and more quickly. It provides more of that updraft like we've been talking about. Hopefully this one has been interesting to you. It's interesting to me. We'll show you a couple other videos. Good job, guys.